Right. So let's start. So this is a combined assignment brief, and this assignment addresses three modules. As you can see, there's human resource management, project management, and strategic marketing. So those are the three modules that are being addressed in this assignment. So there are two tasks, as you can see. Each of it weighs 50%. So I would say ideally it's important that you give equal focus to both of those assignments. And both of it are reports of 1,000 words, which can be a bit of a challenge because 1,000 words isn't a lot of words. So you have to kind of make use of all maximum capacity of those words to get the best out of it and to give the most important information out with a limited amount of just 1,000. Are we clear?
Yes, miss. So it has to be 1,000 words, not
1,000
less,
words.
not more.
Not less, not more. So 1,250 is the max that you can go to.
Okay.
If at all you find it difficult. Trust me, there won't be less than 1,000 words because when you're aiming, when you get all that information together and when you finally start putting it down, you'll realize 1,000 words is not enough. But that itself is the challenge here in this assignment.
Yes, it was a challenge with the last assignment.
Assignment as well.
And
Trust me, I had the same when I was doing my degree. I had the same issue as well. Like I'd have to cut down 1,000 words sometimes, and like I'd have no idea how to do it. So it's always good in a
Okay.
way for you to keep in mind the amount of words that you are writing. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, I would suggest as a tip when you're structuring your assignment, just have an idea or put down a structure first of how many words am I going to allocate for each of these sections. For introduction, I'm going to allocate like 50 words or 100 words. I'm going to allocate like 50 or 100 words to the conclusion. And then in the middle, I have 800 words left. So I'm going to put 300 for this, 400 for this, like that. Yeah, so that will
Okay.
make it a little bit more easier.
Okay.
Great. So let's take a look at the first task, which is how does the global environment impact upon the development of an international marketing strategy and also in the selection of an appropriate market entry approach? Also, how might a firm adapt its international marketing mix to deliver a localized product or service? Select a firm with which you are familiar, either from direct experience or a case study, in order to address this question and for purposes of illustrating your answer. Let me ask this question. From what I read, what do you think are the most important keywords here? Or what are the sections that you feel is really important?
I would say the first line.
How does the global, so we're looking at global environment, impact upon the development of an international marketing strategy. Yeah. And also in the selection of an appropriate
market entry approach.
Exactly. Yes. What else?
How might a firm adapt its international marketing mix?
Exactly. Adapt its international marketing mix to deliver a localized product. Great. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. Again, not limited to this, but you need to make sure your assignment, your task or your report here covers all of these 5 areas. So I would ideally say go ahead and select a firm that you're very familiar with. Ideally, try to go ahead with a firm that has an annual report so that you can go ahead and reference it very easily. A case study might be even more easier, which is more directly like there's trust me, there's a lot of case studies out there. So if you look at this certain topic, so we are looking at international marketing strategies, market entry approaches, international marketing mix, localized products. Yeah. So we are actually looking at a strategic. So the like I said, this task itself, you can see from reading it that it is focused more on strategic marketing. So this is a more marketing related report or task that you're having here to do. So what you need to do is you can find a case study that has been done, something related to this, or you can go ahead and select a firm. And you can apply, use the annual report also for information. Maybe that there might be, even if it's a case study, the organization, let's say, for example, Red Bull doesn't put out annual reports, but for example, organizations like Decathlon, they've definitely put out annual reports. Nike puts out an annual report, if I'm right. Yeah. So there are also case studies that have been done on certain organizations, and you can find the annual reports as well. The reason why I am kind of emphasizing this on a lot is because it's important that you reference your information. You can't just abruptly put information into your assignment. So whatever information you put about an organization, make sure you reference a report, a case study, or even a website. Website is fine as well, but the company website. Are we clear till that?
Yes,
Yes.
miss.
Great. So, yeah, so ideally, we would have, how do we start the assignment? Both of you have done level 4, so I'm sure you kind of know how you start an assignment. How do we start an assignment?
You need your introduction, right?
Yeah, we give an introduction. So I would ideally say you should introduce the concept of global environment and its influence on international marketing strategies and market entry. So what we're looking at here is global environment. This off. So global environment, and then international marketing strategies. You can give an introduction to what is international marketing strategy, what are market entry approaches, again, introductions only. And then, yeah, so I'd ideally say you can introduce the concept of global environment and its influence on international marketing strategy and market entry. That would be a good introduction to give. Are we clear?
Yes.
Great. Again, global environment and its influence on international marketing strategy and market entry. How does the global environment impact or influence international marketing strategies? For example, just so you guys get an idea of what I'm talking about or what this assignment is talking about, McDonald's. McDonald's is an international brand, yeah? And it has, of course, the global environment kind of influence its marketing strategies and the way it enters into a market. For example, they use, in India, they would use more Indian-related marketing strategies. And they would also kind of cater their menu in a way to, for the taste of the Indians, to match it more than the original product. They, of course, have the original product, but they will have additional items that cater to the Indian taste or the Indian market. Yeah. And they also have different marketing. There's like, it's nice because McDonald's it's really cool how they do the marketing strategies, because I don't know if you all saw that recent marketing strategy that they have. So they have like one branding and they virally market that one strategy or that one advertisement, but they make it localized. So they have a global aspect to it, but then they localize it as well, which is what we mean by localized. The aspect of global and local together, localized. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Great. Again, it's very interesting. If you kind of research into food market chains and how they do, I would ideally say if you look into stuff like food, really retail fast food market chains, Starbucks, McDonald's, Burger King, and how they do the research, the marketing strategies that they have in international markets is very interesting. So maybe that's something that you could maybe think about selecting for your organization when you're doing this task. Yeah. So what you need to do in this assignment is you have your introduction, and then once you select your firm, it is important that you kind of identify what is the current strategy that they're having. What is their international marketing strategy that they're having right now? And what is their market entry approach? And that after that is when ideally you should see, okay, is this market entry approach appropriate for this market that they're using? There are different market entry approaches out there. If you research into it, you'll find more about it. But that is one thing that you need to address. And then when we say adapt its international marketing mix, we're talking about the 7 piece, 5 piece, 3 piece, 5 piece, or 7 piece. You can choose whatever you like and analyze the current marketing mix that they're having, and then see how are they using their marketing mix to deliver a localized product or service. And because this is an assignment where it says you have to, how does the global environment impact, how might a firm adapt its international marketing mix? So means you can bring this firm in this organization that you've selected, you can bring it and you can show how they have been adapting the international marketing mix to deliver a localized product or service, and how has it been successful and how has it felt. Again, you do not need to be restricted to this one firm. You can definitely bring in examples from other companies as well. For example, you noticed an area where they didn't do such a great job in entering one market or entering or delivering a localized product in a certain market, meaning one country or something like that. But there was someone else who did it well, another organization, a relevant competitor, a related competitor. Yeah. And you can bring in that case study and you can mention it in your report and be like, this is what it is. This is what we mean by critical analysis, where you bring in arguments and you state your arguments and you kind of justify the arguments that you bring in. So you need to both see the negatives and the positives as well.